Yeah, it was no matter who Don ran into, he was a friend. To me, sorry, I better go back to me. He loved people, and they knew it. He loved kids, all of them, including two kids, and kids he loved them. Oh, that was great. My dad died when our oldest daughter was 1 year old. Don basically became a substitute grandpa to them. They treated him as grandpa, and he loved them. Don was a great storyteller. As he got older, he'd say, I know I already told you this, but he tells again. It was a good story, that's right. He usually had a joke to go with it too. And he always had a little pad of paper and a pencil in his shirt pocket, so he could write down stories, trailers and all of that. We all camped together. One time he left a note on Mom and Dad's door saying, gone to find some sun. It was pouring rain. So he got all of us out to Larry, Elsie, Dawn, Kareen, Myra. We all went out to Capassan Beach, sat there in the pouring rain for a weekend. But he just did stuff like that. It was just a pleasure to be around. Wendy and I went with Don Nodger down to Coco one year, first time we ever traveled. And we had a great time. Staff always thought I was his son, but this, of course, we'd always say, this is me 20 years ago. So, didn't matter to me. I wasn't 20 years older, he was. So. He shared many holidays with his brothers and sisters. He made each one of us gave each one of us a lot of joy. He loved to dance, and we all went to many of them. We rented a hall for Christmas Eve, because there were too many of us in the family to go to a house. We danced, ate, sang Christmas carols, and had a great time. After Sunbeam bread, he went to work for ETS, the bus driver. He really enjoyed it because he was always around people, always talking. And so that was exactly what he wanted to do. I had a tendency to skip school in high school. And one of Don's bus routes went by JP. And every time my car wasn't there, he'd pull my mom and say, he doesn't skip school. Unfortunately, it didn't help. He did it anyways. In fact, I used to go bus riding with him sometimes too. The weekend we got married, my wife and I, was June 27th, 1970, and that's the weekend that Dawn and Audrey, oh, there you go. Yeah. That's the weekend that Dawn and Audrey and their family went farming. During the winter, he drove a propane truck for many years, and then he decided it was time to retire. They sold the farm and moved to Yellowstone Summer Village, Lac St. Man. They stayed there for 20 years. They stayed 20 years at Yuma in the winter, and the summers on the lake. People in the park, summer or winter, all knew Don, all loved Don. When we were down in Yuma, Don and I decided we were going to build a shed for Wendy and I in our lot. So one day we were working away there, and this lady was riding a bike, and she stopped, and she says, "Don't you hurt him. You won't be very, very happy because you'll have a whole trailer park full of people that are mad at you." And at first I thought she was joking. She was quite serious. And I'm not big, so she might take me home. Everybody thought really highly of Don in Yuma. One day we were working, I just did that. He had a really good life. He enjoyed people, really enjoyed his family. There were a whole bunch of you guys. That's what we had to go in a hall because Don and Audrey had so many kids. So, and then you add in spouses, and
But he had a really good life. I know he had said that he wanted to live to celebrate his 70th anniversary with Audrey in September. So he didn't quite make that one. No, I'll share this. I think most people will. He was always a person to smile on your face, make you feel good. He was proud of all of his family, his brothers, sisters, kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. It was hard not to like Don. He'd go into a restaurant on the way to down south and stop for something to eat. Before he left, he knew half the people that were customers and staff. He just, people loved him. And it was vice versa. I think I better stop. Thanks.